Yes, it is me, Jamie. What an absolute pleasure it is to see all your lovely faces. Well, I can't see anyone's face actually, it's fair. Only my own. But yes, Instagram. We are telling followers that you've started a live video. Tell them, hurry up. We've got things to talk about, things to do. But yes, guys, if you do jump on to this live, do give it a like. If you've got any questions, all right, Instagram, chill out. Hold on. Just tell me to hold on. Kicking off. Instagram's kicking off. But yes, if you do jump on, guys, you do have any questions about anything to do with exercise or life, then do give me a shout. Yes, guys, also as well, just to kick it off, if you haven't already, jump into our bio. Click the link to subscribe to our weekly emails, Living the Dream emails. Learn how to live the dream every single day of your life. Learn to do that. Chloe, hello. Give us a like, Chloe. Give us some love. I'm going to wave at you. Consider you waved at. Yes, team. So, what am I going to talk about today, guys? So, basically, kind of building on what we were speaking about the last couple of days about when having setbacks, essentially, and how to kind of overcome these and kind of build forward. So I want to kind of build on top of that and how to make things a lot easier in terms of working towards a goal in general, essentially. So one of the key things to help with any sort of goal is kind of tracking what you are doing. And this is if you do have setbacks as well, because it's going to help overcome these things that kind of do pop up and help you manage your progress and your results and see where you're at. But also for you to kind of buy into it. So basically, take an interest in what you are doing. And what I mean by that is track things you're doing. So whether that is to do with your nutrition, whether it is you picked up an injury, whether it is to do with your training in general anyway. And I'm kind of going to delve into these a little bit more in detail. So say, for example, your goal is fat loss, or you're just looking to lose a bit of weight, or maybe you're looking to add weight or build a little bit more muscle, whatever it is in terms of that, which is absolutely fine. But in terms of your nutrition, take an interest in what you're actually doing. Now, track your food, whatever that may be. So it might be that you are doing it through pictures. It might be you using MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is probably one of the best ways to do it, or the most efficient ways to do it, because it gives you an honest reading of where you're at in terms of specific calories and so on and so forth. But what it does, it educates you of basically what you're eating and the amount of calories, what is in the food that you're eating as well. So Nimrod, give us some love, the calories that you're eating as well at the same time. And it will show you don't necessarily need to change major amounts, but it will allow you to see what actually works best for you. And also to see if you're eating the foods that are going to fill you up, because that's one of the things with people who are trying to lose weight or are kind of can't fathom, they don't feel like they eat a lot, or they're hungry all the time, but yet they don't understand why they're putting on weight, is probably because the quality of food that they're eating isn't necessarily, it doesn't fill them up. Okay, it doesn't satiate them. So this is where like kind of increasing your fiber, so make sure you get plenty of veg in there, making sure your protein sources or good sources, lean sources, but also actually eating food as well at the same time. So MyFitnessPal allows you to do that, allows you to track what you're doing, whether it's the calories, whether it's the quality of food as well, so you can make informed decisions after that, which will in turn help you work towards your goal, whatever that is, okay, whatever that is. And even with the setbacks as well, if you find that you are gonna, I'm not saying that people should do this, but it is just as an example, to be fair. If you know you are going to have a barbecue in your home and you know what's going on, basically, you can track it. I'm not saying you have to do this, to be fair, but if you track everything, you track all the beers you're having and all that stuff, England are playing tomorrow, get into it. But yeah, if you're kind of doing that, it will show you what calories you're actually having. And yes, it just gives you an honest picture. Some people are horrified, and then they shy away from using MyFitnessPal because they feel it kind of kicks them in the gulag, essentially, and they lack motivation because they see I'm having so many calories. But it just gives you an honest picture of where you're at right now, so you can chop and change things. Or you know when you have that next time, barbecue next time, and you tend to have the same foods, whether it's barbecue, pizza, or you're going out for food, whatever it is, you tend to know what calories are in that, so you can plan ahead for next time when you do it, not if you do it, because you should be doing it anyway, because enjoy life, because that's what life is all about. But take an interest in what it is you're ingesting in your body, so it allows you to plan better for the future with that one, guys. Okay, so that's what I suggest in terms of when it comes down to nutrition and setbacks and things that you can do to help overcome those situations. When it comes to injuries, so at the moment, I said yesterday that I kind of pulled my neck overhead press. I've had a few people actually reach out to me and said exactly the same thing, to be fair. Mine is just completely random, in all fairness. But yeah, so one of the key things, now, I've worked with people over the years, this is now, in people currently and also people back in them their days, that people struggle, once get injured, throw the toys out the pram and everything goes Pete Tong, which is understandable. But that's what I said yesterday in my post about, and also in my stories as well. Have your moment, be pissed off, dwell a little bit, do what you have to do, but set a time limit on it. Okay, so whether that's an hour, I think literally yesterday when I did it, for fuck's sake, walked outside, got the hose pipe out, and just started watering the plants. That's probably that was my anger. Change, man, I'm telling you now. Change, man. But anyway, that worked for me yesterday. Have your moment just so you get it out of the system. Okay? That's fine to do. But from there is, I said about making a plan and sticking to that plan. But but Jamie, I don't know what I can and what I can't do. Right, so this is where I said take an interest in what you are doing. Move. You got to do movement. You got to see what you can and what you can't do, what hurts and what doesn't hurt. So as I said yesterday, for me, what I was doing active wise, went out for a walk, or went to Morrison's in the end. Actually, to be fair, it wasn't really much of a walk. But today, I'll be going for a walk at some point because I know I can't necessarily lift or anything like that. So it doesn't make sense for me to do that because my neck has got to support my head. And it's quite heavy, essentially, that one, because my forehead is in the size of it. But yeah, so what can I do? I can move my head up and down. That's completely pain-free. I can move it left to right. I can do... Well, I can't really do that, to be fair. I can do it pain-free, to be fair. So I can just focus on these movements. Little and often, to be fair. And that should be fine to begin with, essentially, okay? Same with any sort of injury you have. Find out what you can and what you can't do, and then focus on them things and just do them for the next few days, okay? Rather than focus on what you can't do with that one. The next part I want to talk about is how to kind of help with training in general, okay, and how to keep you not necessarily motivated, but how you can, it will help with motivation, to be fair, but how to build momentum and how to keep you engaged in what you're doing training wise. Now, this is why with my members we use True Coach as an app, because we track in all the exercise that they do. So they have a video, a breakdown of what they're doing exercise-wise and how the session will work with a warm-up, main aspect of the session into assisted work for a session that may work towards those specific goals with then like a finisher at the end. So it might be that they want to get more aesthetic. They have more aesthetic goals, so they might do curls, flies, whatever it is, or it might be they just want to get a bit of a burn on, so we'll do more condition at the end of it. But in the app, it allows them to track what they are doing, so the reps and the sets that they are working at. Now, far too often, people miss this easy way to get results, or easy way to stay engaged with their own training, because they don't track it. They don't note down what they're doing. And honestly, guys, the biggest mistake that you can do by tracking down what you're doing, taking an interest in the sets, the reps, and the weights that you're working at weekly, it gamifies your training. Because say, for example, you're doing a squat. I'll just use this for our intake. A goblet squat at 24 kg, and you did 3 sets of 8, and then you went for a 4th set and you went for an AMRAP, and you only got 8 reps, or 4 sets of 8 essentially. Next week you're thinking, I'm going to do 3 sets of 8 again at 24 kg. The final set I'm going to go for an AMRAP again, but I want to try and be 8 reps. Because you know what you did last week, you have a target. Now, say for example you beat that 8 reps, you hit 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever it is, you feel good for it. You'll think, what I'm doing is actually working. And that's the thing, it gives you direction, it gives you focus on kind of what you're doing, and that's what you want to do. It gives you a target. You're competing with yourself. That's what you want to do. You want to compete with yourself, collaborate with others, or collaborate with a coach, or collaborate with an app, just so you kind of know what you're doing, or even training with other people as well. These are things that you should be focusing on, guys, okay? Because it makes training, it makes exercise so much more fun, more engaging, and you'll see better results for it at the same time as well. And it will stop you, well, it will show you the results and show you whether you're progressing or whether you're not progressing. 9 times out of 10, if you just start, you will always progress. The first 2 years of training for those who start, if you're consistent, the results that you'll get, the muscle you'll build is unreal, to be fair. Not so much if you've kind of been training for a little bit longer, you'll still see results. But again, gamify it, gamify your exercise, gamify your training by tracking your progress, so it helps you stay engaged with what you are doing, guys, okay? The biggest tip I can give you today. So, they're kind of my main points, guys, okay? Kind of building on top of what we did yesterday. First one is in terms of start tracking what you are doing, whether that's to do with nutrition, and kind of why you would do that as well. Second one is actually knowing what you can and what you can't do. Focus on what you can do rather than focus on what you can't. You need to know what you can't, so you've set yourself limitations. This is to do with more injuries than anything else, so you don't hurt yourself. And the final one is actually track your progress at the same time and try and push it to gamify what you're doing. Make it a game rather than tying emotion to it. But it is easier said than done, guys. That is a caveat with that, and I understand that. But this is where a coach can come into it, guys. Okay, so if you feel right now that you need help with this, and you are kind of feel that you're kind of struggling at the moment, you know what the goal is, but you just don't know how to get there, you don't know how to get started. What we are going to be currently doing, guys, okay, we're going to be opening up our doors for a power hour with me, essentially. So what that actually means then, just to help you get on track with your goals and get you progressing forward. So what we'll be doing with this is, if you are interested, let me know, but you basically fill out a form that allows me to find out everything about you in terms of your health and your fitness, where you've been in the past, where you want to get to as well, and your current goal, and kind of find out what that gap is right now. And then from there, we'll book in a call, we'll have a chat. Going off what you've kind of told me in terms of the form itself, we'll start to build a plan and a structure that works for you, whether that's to do with specific training, working towards a goal, or whether it's to do with nutrition, focusing on wanting to lose a little bit of weight. Then from there, for the next 28, so get that plan in place, get that sent over so you can kind of crack on with it in your own time. But then we'll hold you accountable for 28 days after that. So we'll give you access to our Facebook groups, or our exclusive members Facebook group, where every week we'll put in a post about saying what's your focus for this week, and also at the end of the month, what have you achieved and what you are proud of as well at the same time. And it makes such a big difference by doing that, guys. Okay, so if you feel that this is something that may work for you, then click interested below, or drop me a DM, guys. More than happy to kind of help out with that. Also, as well, at the same time, at the end of July, in July at some point, PJ, my man, give us a love, wave, my man. I hope you are good. In July, guys, we will be jumping into it won't be our first accelerator, but the first accelerator, 6-week accelerator, will be opening up to the world as we know it, guys. Okay, so 6-week accelerator will be coming up in July at some point. It is not been confirmed yet what date. I'll kind of confirm with my members with that what they want to do. But also, guys, July 6-week accelerator. If you are interested or feels this will be something that helps accelerate your results right now, so whether it is building a bit of strength quicker, or whether it's kind of losing a bit of weight, whatever it may be, then this is 100% for you. We'll be focusing on mindset, building habits, looking at nutrition side of things as well, and then looking to set strategies up for the future so you can really accelerate results, but also sustain those results at the same time, guys. Okay, it's not necessarily a quick fix. That's not what it's about, and that's not what I'm about, but it will 100% help you work in the direction that you want to go with that one, guys. Okay, also, team, if you want to know more about what we do in general, then head to our bio, or my bio, and subscribe to our Living the Dream email list as well, where weekly we'll send out an email or a newsletter, or whatever you want to call it, kind of latest of what is going on within the Stronger Together method, any new things that are going to be coming up as well, but also results from our members at the same time to show that what we do actually does work, guys. Okay, so that is all from me, guys, for today. I am going to start getting myself revved up for tomorrow because England are playing. Oh, one of the members actually said which one. Actually, let me know in the comments box as well, guys, if you do watch this far. But one of our members today, Helen, she asked me, which is your favourite football song? Which is your favourite football song? And I said, what do you mean in terms of like Euros or like World Cup, things like that? She said, yeah. Mine is World in Motion, guys. So I banged it on this morning. I'm all ready to go now for England. We're going to win it. No, we're not. We're not going to win it. Don't just ignore what I've just said there, guys. But I'd be interested to know what your take is or what your favourite football song. If you don't like football, then it's just lost on you, isn't it, to be fair? But there you go, guys. There you go. Anyway, team, that is all from me on this fateful Saturday morning. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekends, guys. Much love to you guys, and I will see you all next week, team. Peace out, A-Town. Down.